Hey, hey, hey.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Always talking my shit. Ashley, you got a condom in your pocket when you come home, baby. You are sloppy.
I think you want to shit.
Why? All of her was up. I'm still single. What about you?
I need more controversial friends.
That's crazy though. That's just like, I don't even know.
I'm gonna need y'all to comment, like, subscribe.
Hello.
Hey, hey, hey.
What's
Hey,
up?
y'all. Welcome back to episode 5.
Yeah,
Is
it's crazy. I feel like it's been like 10.
Always talking my shit with
Ashley.
Tiana.
Melanie.
And Sabrina.
So it's still my birthday.
Yay!
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Wow.
We had so much fun.
It was so fun.
Y'all, I fell off the bus.
I actually
right in
like
front of
it
me.
too.
Really?
And Sabrina fell after me.
But
Yeah.
mine was not as bad as hers.
I fell literally like...
Right in front of me.
Face plant on
Yes.
the ground?
I had to go to the bathroom so bad. I was like,
knees,
T.
then face.
Nobody got that on camera.
Nate
No.
said she felt so bad that he had to like grab her and snatch her off
Swoop
the
me up.
ground.
Mind you, the bus driver's like standing in front of me. He's just looking.
Yeah, he watched me fall too. Watched me fall.
Like, he didn't even help me until Nate came to help me. And I'm
That's
like,
why I was
wow.
telling you maybe you should make a review, but I don't know.
It's all right.
Just about the driver, not about the service was great.
Yeah,
the bus
service
was great.
Yeah.
He had us in that thing rocking.
Bruh.
Oh my gosh.
The whole
I'm
time
like,
I'm
I
like,
ain't never had a rocky ride to fucking San Francisco.
I was like, I don't know, but I'm not gonna be surprised if this bus flings over, like on the side, like, because we was rocking in that thing.
It was
It was
lit
fun.
though.
It was fun.
Yeah, until we got
We
back.
all looked cute.
My night was over at 5 o'clock.
Happy
It's fine,
birthday!
though.
Happy birthday.
Fine, I'm over it.
Yeah, no, that was great. It was a great birthday. Was it your best ever besides Disneyland?
My best ever? Top 5.
Okay, I like that. I like
Actually,
that.
I'll say so. The last 3 years, my birthdays have been like,
We made up for the past ones.
Yes,
that you were so mad at us for like 10 years.
yeah,
Okay.
I'm over it now.
Okay,
You're forgiven.
we got the cake and the fucking
Good.
number balloons.
Yes, that's all I wanted was cake and balloons. Nobody ever gets me cake and balloons, you guys, ever.
She
I was
still
like,
has them
I'm the
hanging.
caker and the ballooner.
Yeah.
They are not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care for cake.
So I told them, I said, we're getting the fucking cake and the fucking balloons.
They're
And I
on
don't
there.
She still
ever
has.
want to hear about them again.
Nope, it's fine. You did your due diligence, so that's
Thank
great.
you. I'm glad.
So,
Yeah.
you guys,
Wait, it's been 2 weeks since our recording, huh? I feel like we have so much to talk about.
I feel like there's a lot that happened.
always have so much to talk about.
I know. Where do we start?
It's hard.
I have one that I'll just bring up from the beginning because
Yeah.
it'll just
Go ahead.
start the conversation. But I watched a clip on Instagram.
Coming on the floor.
You mean this?
Coming on the stage.
I was about to say somebody. Never mind. My mind
Yeah,
is really
that's
dirty.
where her mind is.
I'm like, you came on the floor, you nasty bitch.
Oh my god, man, you didn't have to repeat it.
I had to. Sorry.
You should have to put meat in it. Like it was.
Mom, I hope you're not watching.
How the fuck do
Wait.
By the way, not literally coming on the
No.
stage.
Okay, let me explain. I watched a clip on Instagram from another podcast, and they were talking about like if you're at if you are in a relationship or
sorry,
marriage,
it's cold in here.
in a committed relationship or marriage, and you go to on a girls' night to the Chris Brown concert. We'll use Chris Brown because most of you guys love him.
Yeah, we should show the clip of Chris Brown.
Oh, I'm like, huh? Okay, but anyways.
Coming on the floor.
Yeah. So then Chris Brown, I guess they were talking about a specific video they saw where a girl got pulled onto the stage and then her boyfriend broke up with her. I think she was at the concert with her boyfriend. And Chris Brown pulls her on stage, gives her, I don't know if he gave her a lap dance. I don't know
Bruh.
the details.
He was like kissing on her neck. I want to say he like kissed on her neck. He was definitely like, just show the clip.
Okay, we'll find it and we'll
We'll
get
show
it for
the
y'all.
clip.
Yeah. And so the question was like, would you do it in a committed relationship or in a marriage? And what if your significant other didn't want you to? Would you not? Like, what is your thoughts like on it?
So basically, would you be mad?
Let's go with the Chris Brown lovers first. We'll go with y'all
Yeah,
first.
so would you
That's
be
like
mad
them. Them too.
if your girl was on stage and you're in the fucking audience watching your girl on stage getting a lap dance by fucking Christopher Brown?
Did you have to say
Is that
his
his,
whole
is that
name?
his, is that his real like is it?
Yeah.
No, I mean Chris Brown. Like
Yeah.
that's his real name, like on birth certificate. Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. But
No, it's not a stage name though, right?
But like, no, it's not.
Okay, got it.
But like, would you be mad? If I was a man, I'd be fucking pissed. That's embarrassing. As much as I love Chris Brown, as much as I love Drake, as much as I love a lot of artists, that's just you being thirsty as fuck. Like the whole celebrity like obsession that people have, like people be like, oh, that was my dream. I wish that was me. I'm like, that's weird.
yeah, no.
So do you feel the same about like the meet and greets when the people pay $1,000?
I was just finna say,
Yeah,
like, when
that's
everybody
weird.
was paying hella money to go see him, bitch, no.
I'm not.
I mean, he did what he was supposed to do as an artist. He was making the women feel special. Like that's what he's
And he's
supposed
getting his
to
bag.
do.
I don't blame it on the artist because that's what
No,
people want to do. But
absolutely
me
not.
personally, I'm not about to pay
especially,
my
especially in a relationship.
I'm
Like,
already
no.
paying to come see this fucking show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess for like to challenge you, like, is this an artist that you guys like? Explain like your love. Like for me, my favorite artist is Drake. Like I've loved Drake since he came out in 2008. Like I love him. Like he's my favorite. I think he looks good. Like best artist, king of fucking rap, like all that. So I would use Drake as an example because I would never do nothing for Chris. I wouldn't even be at a Chris Brown concert. But anyways, so let's just go with for Drake. So what I'm asking is that what Chris Brown is to you guys? Because it doesn't make sense if you don't really care for him and you're saying
yeah, I love
No,
Chris
that's why I
Brown.
was comparing Chris Brown and Drake because I equally like them.
Okay.
So I love their music. I love them, of course, but I'm not obsessed with the way they look, the way they do things. Like that shit is cringe.
So what if you were though? Is what I'm asking. Do you think you could be to a celebrity?
No.
Oh, okay, that's
Never.
the
I'm
point.
like, I'm not.
I don't
I'm
have
not
a
obsessed
celebrity
with any
crush.
celebrity that
Yeah.
I
Okay.
need to.
Maybe that's the difference. Because there are people who do like
Yeah,
really
but
love.
But then you're retarded.
But to like leave, if you're at a concert, you said at a concert like with your man, right? You
Yeah.
leave your man in the audience to go on stage and get a lap dance or whatever from Chris
Bro,
Brown.
he's literally
that is embarrassing.
swiping his body
That's
parts
sick.
all on your body. Like
And then your man is supposed to be okay with that. Please
And
break
they
up.
be
I would
flipping
be like,
them
you know
up,
what?
like,
let's-
upside down and stuff sometimes.
it's so
like,
cringe.
Put them
Bro.
on the
Just give me-
ground.
I would
like,
expect him to break up with me.
Like
I would only do that if I want him to break up with me.
No, I have another clip to show of the same thing. Like, I took my girlfriend to the Chris Brown concert, and they show, and the guy's just standing there like this, and she's all, and he's just like, bitch, why the fuck did you move?
It's crazy though because there are men that want to go to Chris Brown concerts, aren't there? Or is that Drake?
I mean, me and Josh went to a Chris Brown concert together.
I'm like, there aren't.
But we were in
they
grass
wanna go to
seats,
concerts,
and we
but
were
it's
just
not
like
oh, I'm
chilling.
going
I was
for
on
Chris Brown.
him. We were just.
was it
more like
just a
vibe.
Chris Brown concert? Oh, interesting.
Oh yeah, I seen you there. Yeah,
Yeah, Josh
But
is
like we were
different.
just dancing
yeah,
together.
we
it
did
was
see
just
the-
more like listening, like you know,
So
to our
it-
favorite
when we went
songs and
So
just
Chris
like,
Brown came up to you and told you to get on stage, you would have said no?
yeah.
I was just gonna
I
say,
probably would have.
I would be
like,
no,
damn,
Fred, you
Chris
go.
Brown pointed me out of the
Yeah,
audience?
that's what I'm saying. Like
And I'm
there's
like-
still an aspect that we're ignoring.
Because
But
it's like,
also,
I mean,
I don't
I would look over like my man, like, and you'd be like, no. I'm like, okay.
No, I don't like attention.
I was just gonna say, I don't like attention
I
like
do
that. So.
not like attention. I barely like attention from somebody I'm fucking with. Like, you stare at me too long, don't look at me. You staring at me for too
I don't
long.
know. Okay,
You
so
might think I'm
now that we're like breaking it down, because my immediate reaction is like, why would any woman who's with their man at the concert do that, right? Obviously.
or why would any woman in general?
But then I'm sitting here and I'm like, okay, I'm thinking of it in a Drake sense. Obviously, I wouldn't, but I'm just saying like that, like you said, like that's like an opportunity that you're like
An opportunity for what?
But I don't
to
see
be in the presence of the person that you
but that's,
admire.
like, I don't
But
see.
why do you admire him?
because he's an artist.
See the difference.
I do admire him.
The difference I see is like, okay, if for the meet and greet part,
Yeah.
right? For you, if like Marv knows you're a huge Drake fan,
Yes.
as a gift, babe, I got you a meet and greet with Drake.
Yeah.
We're going to the Drake concert
Yeah.
together, and then but you're not going to be over there doing crazy ass
Yeah, no,
poses.
no.
So it's just like you get what I'm saying?
But it's also, I feel like there's also a
just wouldn't pay.
personality aspect. Like me, I'm already more of a like what's the word?
Respectful.
Like modest kind of. Like I'm not like gonna go with my titties out and my ass out and try to like get Drake's attention. So if I happen to get his attention, I'm thinking in my head like, oh my God, like I got his attention.
Yeah, I'm not going to take the opportunity and give him a whole lap dance.
I
and
think
just,
it's a
like,
moment
I
of
feel like I can
adrenaline
do.
rush.
I was gonna say, I feel like if I were to go on stage, I wouldn't let him give me a lap dance. I would just try to like, I don't know.
You full of shit, bitch.
Because if you
If
think
you're going on stage, you know what the possibilities are.
Because
But it's like I don't
Yeah.
want to say no in front of thousands of fucking people.
Yeah,
He
like,
chooses me.
you gotta
And
like
then
put on a
I don't
show.
want to fucking get a lap dance either.
Yeah, it's like you
But
got to
it's
put on
funny
a show at the same time.
Because I'm thinking like I'm thinking of Melanie and her like perspective. Like she's gonna be sitting there and Chris Brown comes up to her and is like, "Come with me," and she's like, "Nah, I'm good." Like I don't.
I know.
I can't see that.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing
I
it.
would be like,
I would not. I don't want to be on national fucking television either. But
Bro, that's gonna be me. Somebody propose to me and be like, "Get the fuck up! Why are you on your knee? Oh my god, what are you doing?"
I think,
please don't.
See, the way that you're saying that you would respond to me would be more embarrassing.
Yeah, I know.
But you don't want to.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it would make me anxious. I don't know.
they're
I just
gonna
couldn't
point
do
the
it.
camera to you, and you're like,
you're right.
I'm gonna be like,
they're gonna fucking make so many
then, okay,
memes
it's like,
like
I'm
the first person to say no to Chris Brown.
I would say if you're gonna say no, like turn it into like a jokey joke. Like I'd be like, okay, give him a hug and be like, thank you. She wants to
Right.
go.
yeah,
You
maybe
know?
Yeah,
something
pass
like
it off
that.
to
I'm
my
not gonna
friend.
automatically be like, oh no. I'm just not going on
no.
stage, bro. Hell no.
She's gonna ignore him, like look straight forward.
I would be so fucking awkward.
Yeah, I would have to like on the way up there. I'd be like, can I just say hi and leave?
That's crazy.
But yeah, so yeah, I don't know. I just feel like
I'm not doing it. No. So you doing it, T?
I'm going to say yes and then politely say no.
Ash?
Yeah. I mean, if he came up directly to me.
No, that's not the question. You going on stage and letting him give you a lap dance? Yes
Yeah, no,
or
I'm
no?
not
No, especially in a relationship.
Yes or no?
No.
Sabrina. Thank you.
I would be so embarrassed.
but I'm
like,
not gonna.
shy.
I already know that I wouldn't be the one picked out because I would not be screaming for
That's
Chris
not
Brown.
the point. Not even just Chris Brown. Anybody.
Don't the security guards pick him out anyway?
Well, I can't see Drake giving
Like-
a lap dance, so I'm definitely going on stage. Because Drake giving a lap dance would be embarrassing for Drake. So
Yeah, you would just be sitting
Drake's
in the stool
just gonna
and he'll
sing
just
to
be
you.
turning
Yeah.
around and just
yeah,
singing.
so I'll sit there.
Yeah, it's like a sitting thing.
Major distribution.
Yeah, see, I mean, I do think that there are aspects that take into effect whether or not, like, if it is Chris Brown and you're screaming, fucking screaming for him, and he comes up to you, he's gonna give you a lap dance.
I'm never gonna.
First
be
of all, I don't even like men dancing like that. So let's
I
just throw
still
that
think
out there.
that's so funny.
I don't.
I still think that's so funny.
giving
I would
stripper.
never go to a male strip club. Ever.
giving stripper.
Yeah, I would. I hate male strippers. I can't. I wouldn't.
Gross.
Bruh.
I went to a party
I
in
have
Antioch once, and
have
they had
a
a male
story.
stripper in a like a
In Antioch?
in a storage
Bruh,
bin.
I have a
storage
story.
bin?
So my cousin's birthday, this was like probably like 8 years ago. We got her a male stripper. And he had his little manager with him or whatever, but he brings out this big ass bucket. Mm-hmm. It's like a storage bin bucket, like the one of the blue ones. And we're like, what the fuck? And he's like, oh, can I use the sink? And we're
Put
like,
water in it. He put water in it. It was the
heck
same
was that?
stripper.
Then he gets in the fucking, he was definitely gay.
Yeah, he pulled his out and was stroking it, right?
Are you serious?
Bitch, yes. It was so
I
disgusting.
ran for my life. I literally locked myself in the
And
bathroom.
then he
I'm
wanted
like, somebody
women-
get this man the fuck out of here.
He wanted
because-
the girls at the party to do it. And, well, at the party I was at was...
To like
it was-
stroke him?
Yes.
Stroke him?
Yes. With the water from
He was
the
doing
fucking
handstands,
container
clapping
tub.
his dick and shit, and
No,
That's-
like,
feeling his shit.
I don't
See,
like it.
no. Okay, whoa. That's disgusting.
Like I have pictures of us running from
Like,
him.
I feel like we could have got an STD just by looking at him.
I feel like that is a crime.
I feel like that's like
like that's assault.
yeah, that's next level male stripper. I'm thinking of like Magic Mike.
No, it was not
even like
that shit is
entertaining.
cringe too.
I'm like, I don't even
but
like that.
I would rather have that than
Only if
dick
it's Channing Tatum.
flair.
I don't think that's
Like, ew,
cringe.
who?
I think it's like if it's like on stage and they're dancing and being sexy, I think it's fun. Like it's cool and fun. It's
It's
entertaining.
cool, like how they have like those little Vegas shows or whatever.
Yeah.
Like it's cool if somebody wants to
Magic
go, I
Mike.
would go.
Yeah,
but
that's
it
what I was
wouldn't
like-
be my choice.
Yeah, it wouldn't be my choice, but I would do it once. Like
I would
on
never
a
wanna-
bachelorette. or
Like
something.
yeah, like those are cool. I still don't really care for the men
Don't
dancing.
ever get
but
me
it's
a
not
stripper on my
cringe.
bachelorette
I
party.
was like, I would
Do
don't
not
hire a
Yeah,
male
no.
stripper. I don't
Get me a
hire
stripper.
one.
Yeah, no.
If you're gonna get a stripper, get some bitches, okay?
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
give me
No
some,
homo.
some girl bitches, some girl bitches.
No offense, Lana.
Not
Pause.
you.
and I don't want none of them bitches
Pause.
from like the house parties. Like I don't like them. They look
The ratchet,
The ratchet
nasty.
one.
The ones Rome, you said.
Oh my god!
Every time I see a
Them
fucking
Antioch
house party
strippers.
with strippers, I'll be like, this
Rome
looks
has
like y'all in
had
a
so
crack
many
house.
parties with strippers, bro.
Them Antioch
So
strippers.
fucking many.
Yeah,
Ew.
Gross.
but anyways,
Yeah. So yeah, the answer is no. We are humble women.
Oh, okay.
And respectable. And you're not gonna grind your on me, Chris Brown. Okay.
And I'm not stroking it.
I hope Chris Brown replies to you.
I love
Like,
you
really,
with all
bitch?
of my heart.
He's gonna come.
But
He's gonna get your
not-
address and show up, so you ain't gonna.
What about if you were in your
grind on me?
20s?
No.
Tiana, you would have did it for sure.
In my 20s?
Yes. The way you still be twerking today, you would have
I
been
don't
on that
even
stage twerking. Speaking of, yeah, like rachetas, what about these girls out here with these BBLs? So that's what Marvin calls them, BBL.
BBL.
He'll see a girl with a big butt and be like, look at her BBL.
Well, Tiana, tell us your experience.
First of all, bitch.
at tea today.
So Tiana,
That was a good.
we're gonna
so
because
smooth.
actually Lana was getting on her last night. I woke up to that show. I was dead. So let's show a clip of Tiana. From like 6
Why
years
do
ago?
we need to?
Because she was literally this big, not this big. So let's show a clip of
She said like this.
and now you got big body Ben's T Tizzle over here.
Oh my god.
Ass hella big.
I am home.
Titties hella big.
She is homegrown.
Voluptuous.
Yeah.
She is very homegrown. But like, bitch, where the fuck did that shit come from?
Jack in the Box.
Literally, you would have thought that bitch went to Mexico last week and came back with the fucking ass. Like, ma'am, excuse me.
It
How
did
did you
happen
do it?
overnight.
I mean, since we're putting disclaimers, Ashley's is real too.
No, real fake.
She the one that got the BBL and be in the gym like, yes, look guys, look what you can do to
They're
keep
so
this nice
mad. They're
body.
so
It's
mad.
homegrown. Don't do her like it.
Look, you seen my mama. Mama got the hips and the booty
At
and the
this
boobs.
point, they're not gonna know what to believe.
Which
Right.
skipped you.
Huh?
Yeah, the boobs.
The boobs skipped me. Man, that's when people ask me like, "Oh, are you in the gym to keep up with your BBL?" I'm like, first of all, if I was gonna go under the knife, I would have got my boobs done.
Somebody said that to you?
Yes.
That is disrespectful.
Right.
First of all, bitch.
I mean, her ass be out.
the cheek thigh ratio, you could tell.
Or it could be a good doctor.
Nah.
Because the doctors y'all be going to be missing y'all thighs. They be missing y'all
Completely.
thighs. And your hips.
You need to get your thighs,
Missing
your
the whole
ankles.
thing.
They messed up the whole thing.
So the ass be out on the side.
Yes.
Like if I look at you straight forward from the front, and if I can see your ass go like this on the side and then it goes straight,
It's
Bruh.
like a drawing.
That's literally.
And they probably went to the doctor. I'm like, I drew this picture. Can you make me look like this? He said, okay.
bruh.
No,
30,000.
Literally, that's exactly what I saw at the gym the other day. And this,
Oh, remember when I went with you? Is
yeah,
it the
but
same girl?
I don't know if it was the same girl. But this, I seen her. I guess I seen her again, or I seen another girl, and it had to be the same because this was terrible.
I'm like, why would you want
Terrible.
like you got pillows in your ass?
It's little legs and a big butt
Literally.
and these hips. I got little legs. It was terrible.
I just want to say, like, if you don't have the butt,
Look.
give yourself time before
Look, I
you
got
just
chicken
jump
legs and I don't
straight
got
to
no
it.
ass. I got a little cuffage, but I don't
do not got
have
chicken
I don't
legs.
have. Yes, I do. Now I do.
You still have very nice legs.
But they're still like small.
No.
Now they're tiny.
They're just not thick, but they're not small.
Yeah, I'm not thick at all. If I had any type of thickness, that shit is gone. Absolutely gone. I lost some pounds. All the pounds was in my ass. They're gone.
Same, sis.
Sad day. And yes, squats do not work for everybody. I don't give a fuck what all y'all say. It does not work for everybody. You cannot build an ass. If you don't have one, you just don't fucking have one.
I mean, you can't technically because there's muscles in your
It's
butt.
not just squats, though.
So if you build your muscle,
Yeah, you got to do other butt stuff. and
I know
leg
that,
stuff.
but I'm just saying it doesn't. No.
It depends.
but
So all the girls that be posting this shit, it always is in those same leggings or shorts. Put some jeans on. Let me see if your ass still looks like that. Please.
Put some jeans.
Go ahead. Put them on.
But
Wait, I was watching. In
fact, it does.
TikTok. I was watching TikTok, and the girl was like, "Y'all be buying these outfits from Fashion Nova and stuff. The bodies don't come with them." And then she put this dress on. I think it was from Shein, and she was like, "But this dress, the body came with it."
oh my god,
And it was like kind of curvy. She's like, "Look at these hips. I didn't have these hips."
oh my
Oh my
god,
That
that's
shit was so
hilarious.
funny.
But like, what is your guys' thoughts on the BBLs? Like, do you think that?
They disgust me.
Okay, so because there was a time before BBL, right? Brazilian butt lift. There was a time before that, and I don't know what people were doing or if you're even doing anything. But once it came, like at first, I felt like, oh, this is if people are gonna get surgery, at least they're getting surgery to make their bodies look natural.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, okay, as a woman, we should have like hips, and we should, and then there's parts of our body we would like to be bigger, butts, breasts, like womanly. It gave us a womanly body that we're not naturally with. So in my head, I'm like, oh, like I thought it was a cool idea. Like it's cool to. Whatever. I don't know. I didn't really care either way, but that's just, it wasn't a negative thought. Now I'm looking at it and I'm like, maybe they just gone overboard.
That's what it is.
Overboard.
I think
Definitely.
that
Social media.
I don't mind people doing any type of enhancements or whatever, but when you want to go overboard to where you look like a fucking porn star or just look stupid, then it's like, why do you want to walk out here and look fake?
Yeah.
Like, remember back in the day when they used to have that show on MTV? I forgot what it was called, but it'd be like them girls that got big ass titties,
like
and they're like,
Botched or
"Oh
something?
yeah, I want to
That
go
show's
again
still
and
on,
get
but
it
no, it's
big."
not that
And I'm
one.
like, why do you want them to fucking be hella big? That doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
Like, you got your lips done, and they literally like cover your whole face.
I mean, I definitely think that there is always an aspect that's like you're doing too much. Those are the people that like addicted to like. But I mean, even like if they don't do too much, but you could tell it's fake. Like, what do you feel about that point? Like, obviously their butt is huge,
but it's like why? Like, why do you want to? There's more to it. It's like a mental thing, really.
Insecure.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Insecurity.
Because like why?
But the ones that go overboard, I think they just like the attention because it doesn't look good.
Yeah, that too. Insecurity and attention.
So I agree with both of you. I agree that there is a level of insecurity, but the reason why that to me isn't really a good answer is because everyone's insecure. Like,
yeah,
but that's what I'm saying. I
aspects.
think it's the attention part.
Yes,
because
it's the attention. But it's like, okay, if you're gonna go out to get your butt big and your hips big and your tits big,
you want attention.
But what kind of attention are you really asking for?
They want male attention.
So you're asking for male attention and you are looking for a husband.
Yeah, the husband isn't gonna.
They're looking for husbands.
Yeah, that's what she's saying. Like the husbands aren't gonna want you to have like all that. They really don't care.
I seen a meme the other day.
But it's like, okay, if you want male attention,
you just want the attention. You don't
literally just attention. Like you just want people to slide in your DMs and tell you have a nice ass every day. Like, how is that fulfilling? You want male attention because you want a husband, right?
Not everybody.
Not everyone wants that.
Or a boyfriend or a committed relationship.
Like our producer just said earlier, if you're not sliding my DM telling me you want to fuck, then what you want? So it's some people out there.
You ain't in my DM saying I'm pretty.
Do we have to cut that out? That was the one thing.
So I seen this thing the other day. I actually saved it. It says people spend so much time trying to be more physically attractive to find love that they forget the importance of being mentally attractive. Educate yourself, address your reoccurring toxic thoughts, deal with your insecurities, and learn to be happy on your own. That's attractive.
Yeah, period.
True.
But I just feel like
Facts.
like the fact that that's on a meme, like I feel like that's so common sense. Like, yes, obviously the physical is the initial attraction. Let's just get that out there.
Yeah.
Like obviously I'm going to give my attention to a male that's hitting me up that's more that's attractive. And vice versa. Men are going to reach out to the girls who are attractive. So the physical attraction is just the main, like the initial part, but there's so much more to attraction after that.
Yeah.
There's been so many fine ass men that have come up to all of us that we were just like, ugh, gross, like, done, like never again. So many, like the fine aspect of it is 5 minutes and everything else is the rest of our lives.
The attitude got to match.
Yeah, the attitude, the morals, the values, the convictions, everything has got to match, and that's why it's like it.
But that's why I say
it's like the BBL is gonna get you in the door, bitch. But what about after? What about after?
You can't cook, you can't clean, you can't.
And even if you can, it's like it's okay. Even if you come with all of that, right?
Yeah.
If you come with the mentality, the values, the ethics, the convictions, all that, you could cook, you could clean. It's like you literally still put your priority of having a specific type of body to get a specific type of attention, and then you want to be like, oh, but I have all this other stuff, but you're not attracting the men that care about that stuff because you were focused on the physical.
Right. I got a question. What if you're in a relationship, right? And you know, are like, okay, so for example, me, like I want big boobs and not
big boobs,
not bigger,
bitch just can't have the fucking big ass booty. She gotta have both.
Anyways, I'm not probably ever gonna get it.
Yeah,
thirsty, wants attention.
I'm just never gonna ever get it. But if I brought up to someone like, hey, I want big boobs, like, oh yeah, you can get that in a couple years. What if your man was okay with you getting surgery? Do you take that as like a dang? What's wrong with what I got now?
Well, that's kind of my that's kind of my like. I feel like if I wanted, because now that I've lost all the weight, there are things that I do feel like at some point I may get like a tummy tuck, or I may want some boobs that aren't dripping down to my belly button. Like there are things that I might want to change, and Marvin's gonna support that, but I'm not gonna go overboard, and I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
For necessarily attracting people.
Yeah, it's your own insecurity.
Yeah.
I remember my mom has always wanted her boobs done, and my dad was like, if that's what you want, that's what you want. We could get you some titties.
Yeah. But it's like you're also taking into consideration that it's for them too.
Right.
Yeah. So it's like if they're okay with that and you're okay with that, then or that's what you want, then yeah. But if they're okay with how you look now and you don't really care, then
yeah. So there was this before and after picture of this girl before she got the BBL and after she got the BBL. It was circulating out on Twitter. I'll have to find it. And it like her body before,
perfect.
It was nice. So she didn't. It was like a natural BBL, like you said. And everybody was like, "You lazy as fuck. You could have did that shit in 3 months." It was like, "You are so fucking lazy."
So
like,
she got dragged.
Yeah. They were like, bro, what? Like, it's not even like she got big titties. It wasn't.
So honestly, she shouldn't even have put it out there.
No.
She should have just acted
yeah,
like she
they
did.
were like, this girl lazy as fuck. Like, you literally could have did all that in 3 months
so what if
heavily
she's
in the
lazy?
gym.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
So what? Why do y'all care? This is my thing. People be so worried about everybody else and what the fuck they're doing. Who cares? If a girl wants to go get a BBL,
Well, you put it out there though for people to
Yeah,
talk
that's
about.
what
You.
I'm
So
saying.
that's your fault.
okay, you put it out there. But even still, like, okay, if I wanted to fucking get bigger lips or if I wanted to get a bigger ass, and they're like, oh, you could just go to the gym. I don't want to fucking go to the gym. You know how hard going to the gym is?
Yeah,
for you.
but listen,
I'm just saying for everybody. It's not easy for everybody.
I get what you're saying, but at the same time, you're being fucking lazy because it's all about mindset. If you can put it in your mind that you're going to get a BBL, you can put it in your mind to go to the fucking gym.
You gotta say
I do.
That's not what they want to do.
If you can,
I do agree.
But why?
Because they don't want to.
It's the same thing.
But they don't want to.
Okay, so her point is just that who cares what they want, but that's who gives a fuck about who cares about what they want. Like, that's not the topic. The topic is like, why do people make these decisions in the first
And they're
place?
unhealthy decisions.
Yeah, I think it's just
you're
all
going
like-
under the knife and you could possibly get an infection. In 10 years, you're gonna have to, or less, you're gonna have to redo all that shit. You're gonna have to get it removed. Like, it's an expense. It's unhealthy. Like, you're putting yourself at risk. Like,
It's kind of like when 18-year-olds get tattoos. Like, we would usually, like, now at our age, I would usually tell, like, an 18-year-old, like, you should just wait a little bit. Like, because, well, I get it. I'm not going to say tattoos because I wouldn't say that. I'd be like, oh, if you want it at 18, get it at 18. I think my mindset is more like, now that I've seen my tattoos and even like Ashley and her tattoos that she didn't even get that long ago, like, there's so much that we can regret in just a change of 6 months or a change of a year. And it's like, to put some unnatural chemicals into your body, it's like it's so much more than just like being lazy to go to the gym.
Yeah, and
like,
my thing is like you didn't try out other options first. You just went straight to the 30,000. Here's my
well, I feel
surgery. Like,
I feel
just
like you
wait.
you have the gym here and you have the
risk of your life.
The risk of your life here, and you're not outweighing the options and which one is better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's hard for me to understand because I went cold turkey on everything. I did everything by myself on my own.
It's
I had
a mentality.
No help. It literally is all mental. Like, I literally had to take a whole week off of work to
Get your mind right.
get my mind right because I was so like, fuck, like, I need to lose weight. I am not healthy. I'm not happy. I am so fucking depressed. Like, I feel like shit. I don't like anything about the way I look. I don't like anything about my life. Something has to change to fucking day. And I woke up and I changed it. I lost 25 pounds. I be in the gym almost every fucking day. I eat healthy and I feel amazing.
Yeah, and
I feel
that's
amazing.
And that's the thing too. Like with T saying, don't get me wrong, T. Like, I get what you're saying. Like, who cares? Because at the end of the day, we don't care.
we
When we
don't.
walk away
I
from these
don't.
microphones, we don't care what y'all decide to do. But I think that putting it out there, like, is irresponsible to be like, oh, don't try to be healthy first. Like, it's
Yeah.
irresponsible
So I
for us
don't
to
think
say that.
of course I would want everybody to take the healthier route, of course. But I'm saying, like, however you choose to look or whatever, like, when you're talking about putting stuff in your body, even if it's not the BBL, you guys want boobs. That's a foreign object that can, you know what I mean?
absolutely.
People get fillers and stuff. Like, those are foreign objects that you're putting in your body.
Absolutely.
So regardless, I still feel like it's all bad.
Yeah, it is all bad.
But I'm not gonna be like, why do you want to get boobs? Just don't have boobs.
I think that's just a personality thing. You just don't care. Like me, I would definitely like.
But I would be mad if you posted and was like, "Oh, I got my boobs done," and people were dragging you. I would be like, "Who gives a fuck? That's what she wanted to do."
Yeah, but that's your personality.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, but if you did it, she wouldn't be saying the same thing. She wouldn't be saying like, "Why?"
But even when I did go to multiple consultations for BBLs and I thought about it and I researched it, Melanie was sitting there the whole time talking about, "Don't do it. You better not do it. That's so bad for you. Anything could happen." She had anxiety for me, and I was just looking at it.
I was
wasn't
so
even-
against that shit.
And she's gonna say that. I mean, obviously she's a good friend and she's gonna be by my
Yeah,
side.
like, once
She's gonna
it's done,
support
it's
me.
like-
I mean, I wasn't dragging nobody on Twitter. I
Right,
don't
right.
engage. I just read.
Yeah.
I don't get into shit like that.
I will drag you, but I will.
she's the
but-
dragger over there.
But
no, I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
too.
and I get it. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, like, if I made a friend today and I found out they had like 1,000 work done on them, like they went under the knife 1,000 times, I'm not gonna be like, oh, you're so unhealthy. Like, I'm not
I would
gonna
literally
treat
ask them
you
like,
that.
what made you want to do all of this work? Like, were you that insecure?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it.
I
like that.
wouldn't ask that.
Like, no, in my mind, I'm thinking
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
were
yeah.
you really that insecure? Because I'm very insecure. I have been my entire life, super insecure. But it's never been a thought in my mind to have surgery ever. It's never crossed my mind. Never, not once.
See, and I do think like the point that Melanie made about it being a mentality, I think that's really important because I think what we're doing in today's society with social media and like the Kardashians and just like comparing ourselves to people all the time is that we've gotten off of reality of what's natural and what's healthy and what's good for us and what's good for society, and we've come to like the easy way out. We live in a microwave generation where everybody wants a result right now. Like they can't go to the gym and work for it. They can't change their mentality. They can't do what they got to do, take a week off of work and risk money to get their mind right. Like people are just so like, oh, I need it now. I want it now. I'm gonna go under the knife and get it now. Like, oh, I want a husband. Oh, I want a boyfriend. I only could get it with a fat ass, so I need to go to get a BBL now. And like we have to move away from not, because this whole idea of like just who cares, it's like that's what's making society get worse and worse and worse. Now like I do agree with the boob jobs and the lip fillers and the other stuff that people do. Yeah, that's just as bad, but there's levels. Like there is levels to it.
Levels.
And people been getting
with, like,
and people been
Ds.
getting getting fake boobs for
years.
Like BBLs is quite new, you know. So like,
since you do research, I want you to research on women. If this is even a thing that get BBLs, are they on birth control making these decisions?
interesting. Very.
Well,
I will
I'm
look
on
into
birth
that.
control, not on one either.
But people have different
mindsets.
Yeah.
Yeah, and to get into the birth control thing, like that has made a
Wait, can I just say something before we get into that?
Well, I wasn't even trying to change subject, but yeah.
I think a lot of the things too, like when you say you're insecure and stuff, and I think a couple episodes how we were saying what type of guys and like the ratio of this many men to this many men or whatever, a lot of people are getting work done because they want to attract that type of guy.
Yeah.
And it's like
high value man.
Yeah, but it's like you got a good guy that's probably waiting for you, and you over here trying to attract somebody where you got to get all this work done.
Yeah.
Like that's insane.
But that also goes into that whole thing I was saying about in one of the episodes about there's a very small percentage of men that all the women are chasing, right?
Yeah.
And there's the average Joes that will treat you good, be loyal, not cheat on you, that we walk by every single day. And how one third of men are haven't had sex in the past year or are virgins under the age of 30. So it's like there are so many men that people are ignoring. And like the girls on these YouTube channels that I watch, they're like, well, where are they? Where are these good guys you guys keep talking about? Where are
Not
they?
in the club.
And exactly. Yeah. And then they're like, they're your cashier at Safeway. They're your Uber driver. They're your, the guy that you work with down the hall, like in fucking accounting. Like, you know what I mean? Like they're the normal, regular guys that are out here that want wives, that want to be loyal, that want to be good men. And we're just like, oh, Joe in accounting is so annoying. Like he asked me what I was eating for lunch
He's
today.
bringing me food every day.
Yeah. Oh my
Asked me what I want for lunch.
But oh my god. But then there's like Chad over here who like won't DM me back, but he's so fine. Like it's like duh, bitch.
I'm
like,
so glad I'm not like that. My God.
But I do think that's why I like bringing on different people with different perspectives on the show, because I do feel like we all kind of have that same mentality of like real life. Like we are like, we're at the end of that of our generation, or the beginning of our generation, where we still have the like traditional values, and we see reality for what it is, where the people at the end of our generation and younger are just like
a lost cause.
The thing with women is they look for that man with the 100% everything. You're never going to find somebody that has 100% of every single thing you want.
Yeah.
Ever. It's the 80, what is it? The 80-20?
But it's why to me, it's why do women think they deserve 100% of that?
That too.
Right.
Like,
are
what
you 100%?
Like, what are you? Yeah. Like, what are you doing or bringing that makes you think that you just deserve some perfect, like, Prince Charming? Like, what?
I'm independent. I go to work. I'm in school. I have a kid. I do everything myself.
Stay by yourself.
Reverse, you have a kid. Where is his daddy at?
Yikes.
I just feel like if you got all that going, you should just probably stay by yourself.
Right. You did it already.
They're gonna go out and get a BBL and pull Chad from
Accounting.
not accounting.
We'll be at the hookah bars.
Yeah.
At like late night on Saturday.
That's at the bar waiting.
Going out does not excite me in any type of way. We can go to brunch, but that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really like going out. Especially I ain't going to nobody's club either.
No.
So I will say, after we went to brunch for Melanie's birthday, it made me realize, like, I do like to go to places with music though. Like I was like,
Yeah.
oh, the music's the vibe.
Yeah.
The music's the vibe. So I was like, okay, brunch in more places
Yeah,
with music. would
eating
be-
there.
Yeah.
And dancing same
Yeah.
time. Like,
I don't know about the eating. I was watching y'all eat them big ass meals. Like they're about to eat all
Yeah,
that
no,
and
I just
drink.
had-
I know
had
she came
popcorn
over to our
shrimp.
table like, y'all ordered hella food.
I was looking at T like, damn, she got like 4 fucking plates in front of her.
You know her. She gotta add the
the potatoes. I got the potatoes, my French toast. I got like, I was like, the eggs
I
with
was like,
the
I'll just get
cheese.
the popcorn shrimp thing.
And then her plates were empty,
was it
right?
good?
And then I was like,
actually
oh my
good.
god, I hope she don't throw all that up because it was carbs, so it was okay. Because I was
No, but I shared my plate. I didn't even, I think I ate like 1 French toast.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Doyle ate the rest of everybody's.
Yes.
No, Nate and Keontae ate the rest of my food.
Bruh.
Oh my god. But yeah, but going back to the birth control thing, I think
Let's talk about it.
I think we actually had that on the list, but it's funny because when I brought it up a second ago, it was more in the sense of like what you were saying, like
Emotions. It makes you. I know you brought up. I don't know if you brought it up on a pod, but you were saying like how you got off of it and you
that's what I was
felt
about to say.
different towards your husband,
Bro.
So I was talking to Shayla because she just got off of it too, and she was texting me the other day like, "Bro, I don't know what it is, but I've been so obsessed with your brother lately," and I'm like,
Oh my goodness.
she was like, "I think it was the fucking birth control." I'm like, that makes sense.
And it's crazy
So
because I
excited.
didn't. So it's funny because
Maybe what if you feel the opposite?
Oh my gosh.
I mean, that's what it says though. That's when I
Yeah.
seen it. When I seen these, because so I had seen a video and then I sent it to them in our DMs on Instagram, and I was like, initially when I sent it, it was more of like, oh my god, this is hella interesting, and then I remember responding like, oh wait, it's funny because as soon as I got off birth control, that's when my relationship changed for the better. And so I was like, it's crazy. I stopped acting like, I don't know how to say it, negatively toward him in a lot of ways and nagging and all that. But then Marvin sent me a video a few weeks ago, and it was a different video, but it was about birth control. And he said, look, this is why you've been so in love with me lately. And I was like, I literally just sent the girls a video about this. And it's basically, there has been research that says birth control changes so much of your body and hormones that it changes who and what you're attracted to. So like you can be I remember the one I sent you guys, Mel was kind of like, no, this doesn't make sense, because it was saying that like birth control makes women more attracted to more feminine guys because it's the hormone changing or whatever.
I didn't really understand. I had to listen to it like 5 times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you were right when you said no, that doesn't make sense. But I took it as more, it just changes who you're attracted to.
Yeah.
So it was a little bit of both. And then the other video I watched, it said it was like it changes like how you're attracted to people, who you're attracted to. And I don't know, like it kind of blew my mind. And my thing, it didn't necessarily make me more attracted to my husband. It just made me, I don't even know how to explain it. Like it made me just feel differently, I guess. Like I had more, I don't know. Like I was just like, oh my God, I love him.
Lana goes, so if I get off birth control, I won't be gay.
Oh my
But there was a video like that too, and it was them fighting against the idea that birth control changes who you're attracted to, because the girl was like saying like no, I like basically I've always been gay even when I got off birth control, whatever she was saying. But there's been a lot of videos circulating. There's been a lot of videos circulating the internet about how much birth control affects who you're attracted to and other things too. And for me, like I don't know how to explain it. Like I don't want to say I hated my husband,
But
when
we
I was
already
on
are
birth control, but-
hormonal people. We're putting more hormones in our body, which, like, it's a fucking hot ass mess. Maybe that's why I'm so moody. Just kidding. I'm just moody.
I think too. No, I do think that it's like a regulating too. Like you're like, it's just a lot. Like
It's terrible.
especially for how long that most of us in our 30s have been on it. If you think about it, the average age of losing virginity is like 17 or 16. So it's like if we've been on birth control from 16 until 32, that's 16 years.
Yeah, I didn't get on birth control until I'd say probably like 2021. I got on the shot. Horrible. I got off of it like a year later. And then I got on to the pill. Then I got off of it. Then I got back on it. And then I got off of it.
Why were you getting off of it?
Because I didn't like the way that it was making me feel. The pill makes me hella sick.
Yeah, I can't do the pill.
It like every time I would take it, like 30 minutes later, I'd feel like I'd have to fucking barf.
Every day?
Yes. And then you have to remember to take it every day. It's just like,
Yeah, the pills.
like I can barely
That's the worst
remember to
part.
fucking, look, the only thing I'm doing every day is showering and brushing my teeth. Okay. Anything else is a fucking task. that I have to remember to take every day. Like,
You're
taking
right.
vitamins every day is hard.
Yeah.
So taking that, and then finally I got off of it, and I was like, all right, I need to get on birth control. Like, I do not want any surprises. I'm not in a relationship. Anything can happen.
Right.
So I got on the IUD. I'm taking this shit out. After we're done recording today, I'm making an appointment to get that shit taken out. Okay?
What's your birth control story, T?
What birth control are you on right now?
Currently I'm on the shot. The shot has never given me any problems. The
It
shot
made
has
me
been
like
great to me.
super like puffy, like swollen.
Yeah, I mean, it probably does that. But I originally started on the pill when I was 17.
Damn,
Yeah, I was on the pill.
you was fucking.
Yeah, at 17. I'm sure everybody else did too. So yeah, I was on the pill. The pill I didn't like because I had to remember it, and I kept forgetting and had to like double up and shit. But it also did make me more moody, I guess, or more like emotional. So I didn't like the way it made me feel either. So I got the shot, and the shot has been good to me. But I don't like the idea of being on birth control because it's just bad. Just like all the stuff that you're putting in your body. And I believe that it can, like, in a sense, make you attracted to other people or whatever. I kind of feel like it makes you lose emotions.
Yeah, it could
Like,
it could do both.
I feel like the shot made me more like, fuck, I don't have that many. I mean, I'm an emotional person, but I feel like it made me less emotional.
Being on it.
Yeah.
So, are you gonna get off of it?
Yeah, when? You know, I've decide to have kids.
Why don't you just have safe sex?
Bitch, why you don't?
I do actually, ma'am.
You guys are
But I don't have sex.
Safe
I'm a virgin.
is safe.
So
Yeah, I got on birth control at 18. I was in a relationship.
I was too, but I was not getting on that shit.
My mom made me. She was like,
I was
"Now-"
in a relationship too, by the way.
My mom was like, "You get on birth control." I was like, "Okay," but it was the pill. Then I went to the shot because I did not like taking or the remembering the whole pill thing.
Yeah.
It's a lot. The whole
is so
8 o'clock
much.
alarm thing going off. Yeah.
No.
But the shot, that was bad. I was only on it for 6 months.
Yeah.
And I bled every single day. Heavy.
I feel like me and Ashley have a lot of the same.
The shot was horrible for me.
symptoms.
And then
the
I-
shot was horrible for me too.
Yeah, after the shot, I went back to the pill because it's the only thing that worked. And then I got off the pill when I met Josh. And
How long were you off birth control? How many
before
years?
I got pregnant again? Or before I got pregnant? What do you mean?
Yeah. So since the time you got off birth control, the time you got back on it, how long was that?
2015
To 2020.
Yeah.
Wow.
21.
So you were off
15
birth
to
control
21.
for 6 years.
Do you notice anything different from while you were off to when you get back on? Like physically different or
Physically, I felt like I did gain weight. I gained a lot of weight when I got back on birth control.
Oh, on it. When you were on it, you gained weight.
With the IUD?
Yeah, because when I got back on it, I went to the IUD.
Honestly, I started gaining my weight because I got on it in 2020, the IUD. And if you see a picture from me from 2020 to now, oh my God.
Oh, so you think you gained from the IUD too?
Possibly. But it's hard to tell
Yeah,
because
yeah.
of all the other shit. So
Yeah, but then my hair stopped growing, so I don't, man.
And you got to think those are all hormonal things.
Yeah, and it did take me 2 years. So I got off it when I was with Josh, when I first met Josh, because he did not believe in birth control. It took me 2 years to get pregnant.
yeah.
It took me a long time too.
And it was like weird. The hormones just,
That's how I got pregnant because I wasn't getting pregnant. So I was just like, oh,
Yeah.
this is cool then.
like, just shoot up the club then.
I feel like I'm
Ain't nobody in this
See,
club.
but that's what I'm scared of too is like you're going to be like, I'm ready now and get off and it's going to take you 5 years to get pregnant. And that's fucking
Yeah,
scary.
and what's crazy because it goes both ways. Because you see people too who get off of it and get pregnant like that same day. Like, dang.
Yeah, that
Some
was,
people are fertile.
I know a lot of people
Fertile
that
turtles.
that's happened to.
Yeah, not
See,
me.
I don't know.
I know people that's gotten pregnant on birth control.
No, baby. Not I.
So if I get pregnant on birth control, it's
I can't
definitely
even-
meant to be.
I can't even tell you when I started birth control because I know when I started having sex, I was probably like 16 or 17, maybe 17, and it was so like not often because my parents were like very strict, so it was kind of like, oh, I'll just go to Planned Parenthood and get a Plan B. Like,
That shit is fucking terrible.
Wait,
yeah,
You were
terrible.
on birth control when you were with Marvin?
For a little bit, she was.
At the beginning, I believe so. Yeah.
Because you weren't on birth control you didn't get back on birth control until after you had your daughter.
Yeah, so I was like one of those people that did birth control and then got, like, kind of like Ash, like got off, got on.
You were off for like 5 to 7 years.
Because when I would get off, I wouldn't get pregnant.
Yeah, I remember you talking about that back in the day.
I literally went to the doctor and was like, I think something's wrong with me.
Yeah.
But the only thing the doctor told me was, do you get a period? I said, yes. She's like, you're fine.
Yeah.
No tests, no nothing.
Yeah,
so,
same thing with me. Because even after Anaya, me and Josh were trying. I never got pregnant again.
Yeah, and
I was like, dang.
You're supposed to be more fertile.
I know.
Well, and for me too, that was why after Teo, my mom like put it into my head, like, have a kid, don't wait very long. If you're gonna have another kid, have a kid, like, do it fast. So I never even got back on birth control after Teo. I was just like, when the second one comes, and the second one came.
She's like, I'm getting on birth control.
Yeah, and then after that,
2
I
years
was like,
later?
It was yeah. Well, it was technically less than that because she's literally 2 years younger than him. So it was whatever that is, like 14 months. And
Lord,
then
here we go.
yeah, it took me 14 months to get pregnant again. But yeah. So then after that, I did get on the IUD. So I had been on the pill, I'd been on the shot, and I've been on IUD. So the only thing with the shot was it did make me feel like I was gaining weight, and it also. So you know how like you're not supposed to get your period for 3 months and you get your shot again, and then when it would literally be, I would know that my shot is due because 2 weeks before my shot was due, every time it'd be 2 or 3 weeks before I would bleed for the whole 2 or 3 weeks, and then my shot was due.
Yeah, you and Ashley, y'all be bleeding.
Yeah. So sorry TMI for my viewers,
Yeah,
but guys are probably like, ew.
Yeah, because even on my IUD, when I had that, people was like, oh, I don't get no period. Yay. No, I had a period monthly.
Yeah.
On the dot.
So I didn't have.
Okay, like every month.
My thing with the shot is I didn't bleed. I know there was a point where I bled and then I stopped. And once I stopped completely.
Yeah.
And then getting off of it was terrible. They almost had to give me a hysterectomy and told me I was never going to be able to have kids again because of how bad I was, like my reaction to getting it removed was. So finally they got that under control and I didn't have to go through all that. But I actually took time off work for that too because it was messing with my head so much. I'm like, am I ready to not ever have kids again? Right. It's more of like, even if I said I was never to have kids again, it's more of them telling me I can't. That scared the crap out of me. Like, I don't need this to be up to y'all. Like, this is up to God. Like, leave it to God.
Yeah.
But it was just so bad for my body and the reactions to their body. And like, when you're young and you take it, you don't really know your body enough. You don't know what's changing. You don't know how it's affecting you. You never know. Like, and that's what's scary is that we're just giving these to kids, 17, 16-year-olds, and we're just like, here, take all these hormones and take all these. So what one of those videos was saying too is that birth control makes your body think you're pregnant already. Like, it makes your body think that it's
That's why you don't get periods. That's kind of why happy I do.
And you don't get a period, and you and you can't like fertilize an egg.
So I see a lot of stuff on TikTok and Instagram. A lot of women get bacterial vaginosis. Like, it's a thing. Like, heavily. And I think it has to do with birth control.
That's actually
possible.
So it's so funny that you,
because they don't even know why you get it,
and there's nothing that cures it.
This is gonna make me upset.
What?
No, what we're talking about, like the fact that it I don't even want to bring it up, but anyways,
Say it.
That people will still take birth control, and this stuff is known.
Yeah.
I didn't know that what you just said. I've never even put 2 and 2 together.
No, I never put it together either until within the last few weeks. I've been seeing a lot of stuff, and we've been talking about birth control and getting off of it, and I'm like clicking like, oh shit. Like just now when it's affecting a lot of ways that we think and how our bodies are.
When T said, and they don't even know where BV comes from or how it's really started, like that's a trigger for me because it's so like weird. We put so much fucking trust in doctors for them to tell us, but we don't really know how this happened.
Yeah,
bruh, I was so mad when you were going through your stuff and they were like, oh, hysterectomy, and I'm like, what?
Yeah,
you're not gonna try to figure out what's wrong with her first before you just jump to taking out her everything.
And it's crazy because she called me so she gave me some medication to see if it would stop the bleeding, and then she called me and was like, you know, has it worked? And I was like, no, it hasn't worked. Like, I'm still, and she was like, okay, well, our next option would be a hysterectomy. Do you want more kids?
Like, I'm 32 years old. What the fuck?
I remember crying and being like, oh, I want it.
Well, my mom went through the same thing.
Yeah.
So they put my mom, she was 50 when they did this. They put her on the IUD. Like, she's supposed to be going through menopause and she wasn't. So her shit got so bad, she had to have a hysterectomy, and she's fine now.
That's so
But
crazy.
that's
Thank God
different
at
because
50
she's
she don't
older.
Yeah, I'm like, thank God that it was. I mean,
See,
not that that
and
she
for-
should have had to go through that either.
For the
but-
male viewers that are watching this, you
Sorry.
see what you no, not sorry. Hope you guys
sorry.
are
Sorry, not
taking
sorry.
into because it's like
Yeah.
this is a lot for a woman to do, and most of the time we put this on or in our bodies so y'all can shoot up the club,
Yeah.
But that's, I mean,
and that's bad.
I'm like,
so
yeah, if we
wrap
want to
up.
get in that.
Yeah, no. So
want to get into that.
Therefore, no.
But
Ma-
that's-
just
Strap up, wrap up.
And I mean, there's so much.
put a ring on it.
And I think that's right. Just a second ago, I got like so triggered because there's, I mean, if you want to get in, I don't want to get into all the conspiracy theories, but if you wanted to, like, there's so much behind birth control beside just stopping a pregnancy.
Yeah.
Like, there's
It's
the whole
very bad for you.
depopulation. There's the whole like making women independent, making women be able to not have kids so they can have all this sex and feel liberated when really
Yeah, it
it's
makes
breaking
sense.
their souls. And then it's like, let's get women in the workforce. If we put them on birth control, they can work more and they don't have to have kids and they can be
Mm-hmm.
working and then they can make money for this and that and this. And it's like, it's just literally, if I could rule the world, I would ban birth control. I would also say that like, there's, when you brought up the BV thing, like it makes sense that you say that because I actually never learned or had BV for years until I was like an adult or whatever.
On birth control.
Yeah, I was on birth control.
Right, exactly.
But I didn't put two and two together is what I'm saying.
neither.
But when I got it, I didn't know what it was. And I go to the doctor, I'm like,
Right. What the fuck's going on now?
something right. And I'm like, help me out here. And I'm thinking, you get scared. You're like STDs or
Yeah.
like what's going on. And then you go and they're like, oh, it's normal. It's very common. It's just the bacteria. You just need
Like,
to
this
take
is not fucking normal.
and they're like, you just need to take this, what is it, like antibiotic, and then that's uncomfortable. There's like you could take these nasty ass pills, or you could put this stuff up your. I'm just like, this is too
Oh my
much.
gosh.
This is too much, and we shouldn't have to do this. Like,
But honestly, too, what I've heard also is that because you get it from men, if y'all didn't know that, a lot of people, even if you're not on the birth control, a lot of people will say that because of like the guy that you're messing with, like you guys could just literally not, like your bodies cannot be compatible.
That's fucked up.
And they have said that
the one
they be
for
like,
me. My coochie
they be like,
steps
your
out.
body lets you know, like, you need to stop fucking with this dude
it's crazy.
in more ways than one.
It's crazy
so
because when you do
funny.
say that too, like it just brings me to like a spiritual level. Like God did not make no mistakes. Like he knew
Yeah,
what he
if
was
you're not
doing.
on birth control and you know, I mean, because they say a lot of the things with BV, they'd be like, oh, how you eat, your lifestyle, whatever, right?
detergent,
Yeah,
soap,
it's
clothes,
so much
fabric,
stuff. But it's like, say you get all this fucking organic and non-scented shit.
Please
and
don't
then
do organic stuff.
when all it is your nigga.
Yeah. No. It's just dead ass.
that
Or
dirty
birth control.
D.
Or birth control.
It's
Or
the
birth
dirty
control.
D.
Yeah.
And then, they tried to make birth control for men. Who knows what the fuck would happen with that?
Gosh.
Never
Could you
wait,
imagine,
so wait.
imagine all the
but never mind.
whole-
it's a little too personal.
So wait,
the
do you
feminine
guys-
men walking around on birth control? That'd be funny.
So do you guys
Dean.
believe that before you become committed or in a committed relationship, do you believe that women should have, or it's important to have a hoe phase?
No.
No.
Go ahead, T.
Why?
You the one who didn't answer. That's why it got to be you.
I don't think it's important to have a hoe phase, but I do think that you should kind of explore your options.
girl.
So I had this noted on my topic list for, just like randomly. And when we talked yesterday, it was the first thing that came in my head when you were like, not saying that Tiana has had a hoe phase. I'm not saying that. But we were talking and she had a couple drinks. She only had like a drink or two. So she wasn't drunk or anything. So she said it. She was like, I don't regret anything in my life. And I was just like, me, like in reality, we don't. Like we've lived our life, we've traveled, we've
Speak for
partied,
yourself.
and no, but when she said
What
that,
I was saying was like, just in my 20s, like we traveled, we partied, we did everything.
Yeah.
So I don't regret anything.
but right, but the reason why the topic came to my mind is because for me, I'm gonna speak for me because I'm not gonna speak for her, but there was a moment in my life where I was like, oh, I'm a player. Like, I could get any dude I want. Like, I could sleep with whoever I want. And I didn't sleep with whoever I wanted, I did. But I didn't just sleep around. Yeah. But I felt like even with the very minimal bodies that I had added during my party days, like, even going back, like, I feel like I didn't have to do that. I don't necessarily regret it. And it wasn't a lot. It was people that really liked me and that I could have been with if I wanted to be with them. But it was like I still struggle with, do I regret that or not? So So I'm like, that's why the whole phase just came to my mind when you said that, because I was like, it's not that I struggle with it. I don't go to sleep at night like, oh my God. But it's
I should have been a whore.
No, or I shouldn't have been, or whatever the case is. But
You weren't.
I wasn't. But what I'm saying is that even just having I don't believe in casual sex. So
No.
it's like, there were moments in my life where I was like, did I make decisions based off just like trying to live this player lifestyle, this I can have whoever I want lifestyle, not really knowing that I'm gonna be with these people, and was I irresponsible? And so when she said that, it just clicked, and I was like, we definitely got to talk about that on the pod, like if we believe that, because a lot of people do believe you should have a hoe phase before getting into a relationship.
Get serious.
Because what is exploring your options? Like, what does that mean?
But a hoe face for what? Just to fuck?
I'm like, yeah.
And go on random dates?
In my 20s, I didn't have sex with everybody that I dated. So there's nothing
You
wrong
also
with
didn't
Yeah.
date everyone you had sex with.
No, but I'm just, actually I did. But I've never just fucked somebody and that was it. Never.
Okay.
But
I mean, I'm not saying I don't believe you. I'm just saying, okay.
but I mean, you could date. That's exploring your options.
Okay.
I was watching this girl's TikTok, and she was saying, like, if you're single, like, I highly recommend you to just date as many men as you want. She was like, no, I'm not saying fuck them all. Like, you should not be having sex with none of them. Obviously, find somebody that you want to take further on with the dating. She was like, but that's where y'all get confused. Y'all date all these people and go on all these dates and shit, but you're fucking all of them. Like, what the hell? That's not the point of
I
dating.
think that's what I meant when I said, but are you dating everyone you have sex with? Because what is dating then?
Yeah.
So you're texting and you have sex with them and you think that's dating?
Yeah, I don't know.
That was my question to T, but I don't know.
Dating is dating. I don't know.
Okay.
Whatever the
Yeah. I
definition
mean,
of dating
if
is.
if you're going on
What's
dinner
your
dates
definition?
like every weekend with a new guy and you're not having sex, I guess that's dating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're getting to know them. You're going out. You're.
But I can
spending
see.
time
I
I
can
don't
also
consider that dating.
Yeah, but I
Getting
can
to
also
know somebody is not dating.
I can
too.
also see that. That's how
like
I
a
think.
friendship.
I can also see that being very confusing because how do you know when to take someone to the next level if you're dating like 5 different people?
Yeah, I can't
like
do it.
You're not really nitpicking like the seriousness. Like, oh, Joe Schmo opens the door for me, but meanwhile James over here
I would be
walks
so
on the left
confused.
side of the sidewalk. Like, like
I think that's why
you're looking at everybody else like, I don't know who I want to be with. Just date one person at a time.
But that's what I'm. I mean,
If it don't work in 3
multiple
months-
at once.
No,
No,
was just
I
saying
think
what
that
heard.
I think this again, like,
Just say it, bitch.
because I'm trying to come from a place of like still understanding other people's perspective, because I have a really big difference between dating and courting, right? So when I think of dating, I think of courting. So I think when you're dating somebody, it's not just going on a date with them or going on dates with them. You're not dating them. That's not dating them.
But I also
dating
think-
them is once you get committed to them.
I also think now, first of all, we were talking about our 20s. In my 20s, that's what I thought dating was.
No, I understand,
So
but
now,
I'm saying
yeah,
everybody's
it's a totally different thing.
But I'm not. No, that's where I disagree. I think it's always been the same thing, and how we see it. And that's why I said, "What's your definition of dating?" Because how we see it isn't the right way of what dating should be. So that's why I'm saying whether we've seen it differently in our 20s and differently in our 30s, we were wrong. Like there is something that dating.
So you're
is.
saying somebody taking you on dates, out to dinner, you guys are spending time. That's
Getting to know each other.
That's what people think dating is.
That's
I
getting
don't
to
think
know.
that.
So what is
So
your
she's
definition
saying
of dating?
Once that you like, if it, like her, so she met somebody and in a month she became in an exclusive relationship. Now they're dating.
Okay, so in a relationship, you're dating.
Yes.
Got you.
Or in a committed exclusive relationship with them. Like you might not say like, oh, you're my girlfriend, but you're like, you're the only one I'm with. I want to get to know you. I want this to lead somewhere. It's leading to marriage. Now we're dating, whether you call them your girlfriend or boyfriend or not.
So
like
then, what
that's-
do you call the others before that?
Getting to know each other.
No, I call that a waste of time.
Like with multiple guys.
That's why I was saying
No,
this
like
this
if somebody's
idea.
taking me out to dinner every
That-
weekend,
That's why I'm saying this idea of casual sex.
Yeah.
We think we're dating them.
so it's a casual.
But we're not. It's casual sex.
Yeah,
So that's why I'm like, technically, we can sit there and say
that's why I think it's pointless. Like I don't want to go out to dinner with you because I can just tell by looking at you I don't like you.
But yes, but no. What I'm saying is that, like, as women, we like our mating strategy, like biology, right, is to be with one person, is to give our time and love and affection to one person. Like that's naturally how we were built
I don't
or
have the emotional
designed.
capacity.
So
I can't do it.
so for us to go out of our natural design and to date multiple men and have sex with them because we're dating them, no, that's wrong. Like that's a promiscuity.
That's your hoe phase.
Yeah, that's your hoe phase.
And you're still in
So
it.
that's
So
why
maybe you did have a hoe phase.
I never said I dated multiple men at the same time.
But that's why I'm saying that there
First of all,
were.
all these bitches trying to act like they wasn't doing the same shit I was doing. Okay,
I was in a relationship in my 20s.
I was in a relationship in my 17 to 20.
I feel like I've always been in a relationship. So.
Yeah, see, that's why I'm saying I
had relationships.
I only had a maybe a year of like single life, and that wasn't even single life. But that's why I'm saying when I brought up the topic, it was more because I had to sit there and really think about that. Like, even if I thought I was dating these people, there was no dating, because you're not thinking about your future. Then you're just like having fun.
Yeah.
Like, I like him and he likes me. I'm like, let's have sex.
To make it sound better, you're in the getting to knows.
No, that's just
I'm
your
just getting to know people.
promiscuous hoe phase, and it's bad for your future. But
Bad for business, baby.
the more bodies you add, the more you're less likely to pair bond with your future spouse.
Yeah. Facts.
Bodies,
Body count
bodies on bodies.
matters.
That's why I don't believe that we were dating these people.
Well, they was my mans, so
They was my man.
But yeah,
Yeah.
and then it's like promiscuity from women versus men, and how different that is. Because I was telling Mel earlier, I was like when men are promiscuous, at least the women know who the fathers of the babies are. When women are promiscuous, who's the daddy?
Dang.
Who's the pappy?
yeah, that's crazy.
Now you on Maury.
And that's why every baby that's born should be DNA tested.
Oh, here we go.
Everyone.
I mean, I don't disagree.
So if a guy asks you for a DNA test, even if you'd been together for 5 years solely with them, how do you feel? Disrespected?
I don't think I would feel disrespected, but I think
It'd be a conversation.
It would be a conversation, but it would also have to be like a circumstance too. Like,
What made you think
I ain't never cheated on you. You've never even had a situation where you thought I did. So what the fuck? But I
DNA
mean,
comes back.
and then if he has like other kids, I would be like, I mean, I guess if you want to, like, it's really up to the guy.
It's
but-
kind of like the prenup conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
The way that's because I have brothers, and not just my biological brothers. I have
Yeah.
brothers, okay? And I've seen them get done dirty
Yeah.
time and time again
Yeah.
by their wives.
Yeah.
Wives. And I wouldn't even be mad if my man was like, hey, we need a DNA test on file. I'd be like, all right. I would be like,
I would raise an eyebrow.
feelings inside,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't even be mad.
Yeah. Like
Because I
it would be
get it.
something that I would never bring up again once it's done.
No.
It would just be like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm like, fine, let's just go.
Yeah.
You're right.
Don't even go into detail. Let's just go. Get it done.
So do you think that women have a reason to like be upset though if that question is a
Why are you
I
getting
know
upset?
we wouldn't, but
Oh,
Why are you getting upset?
yeah.
I'm saying like she was saying, like if I've never cheated, never had a reason to cheat, we've been happy, I don't know, whatever.
Then let's go get the DNA test.
See, yeah, that's how I feel. I
Let's
feel like
check
if,
that off the list so you can shut up.
I feel like if a woman gets like super offended, like she did something.
Yeah. Bitch,
Yeah.
you cheated.
But I feel like because there is literally no other way that he could get a DNA test for me, because I'm the one carrying the baby.
Right.
Yeah.
So he would. It's only for him.
Yeah.
So I seen a video not too long ago. The mother-in-law was telling the son, like, you need a DNA test. And he was like, Mom, no the fuck I don't. This is my kid. And she's like, how do you know? How do you know? So she was trying to put it in his head. He's basically like, nah, that's my baby. Like, stop trying to do that. Like,
I do think that's wrong though.
on the mother's behalf, yes.
Yeah. Because it's like she probably did that out of spite of something. Like maybe she didn't like the girl or something.
Exactly. That's what it was.
Yeah.
But I would be like, no, let's get it so we can shut this bitch up.
Yeah.
Let's shut her ass
Because
up.
I don't need her to.
Mother-in-law.
Yeah. I don't need her to ever question
No,
her grandchild.
ever.
So I just think it's like a protection thing, like a
Yeah.
prenup.
Yeah.
I do think that I do think that should just. I feel like they do everything else in the hospital when you give birth.
Yeah. So why not?
Yeah,
Take
why
a
not
quick
just-
look.
Baby switching, baby.
Yeah, you're
switching.
right.
Shit.
Put just all
Just
of our
take a
fingers
quick
right
swab.
now. Let's get all
Just
this
do
blood
it.
going.
Yeah.
Might as
They
well
pro-
add that
they-
to the birth certificate.
At that point, they already have my
Same blood type.
You are the
No, for real.
Yeah. No, I mean it's just like, yeah, I think that it should be done.
Yeah, so do I.
think
What do you
it's-
guys think? Let us know.
Oh, I'm like.
Oh,
But I also think too. I forgot.
Yeah, Lana's gonna get trapped. Remember?
I think
She said, bitch, how you gonna trap me? You gonna open my legs and take my egg out?
Oh my God, we need more context. This is so out of pocket.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
But no, the I forgot. I meant to get the numbers before recording. I just kept forgetting. But there was like, so out of, I think they did like a study. I want to say Washington Post or NY Times, something. There was like this peer reviewed study done. I think it was like 100 people that were tested or something where, and it was like there was a high percentage. Again, I don't remember the number, so I don't want to say the number, but it was like a high percentage of or women that had babies and the dads or whatever, and the dads weren't the dads. It was like a high percentage. Like,
what if it was from that guy from Netflix though? They was going to fertility
yeah,
clinics.
but I'm pretty sure they didn't add those people to the study.
Hey man,
That's so.
hey,
That's a whole different.
they thought that them babies was theirs. That was fucked up.
That's disgusting.
That was fucked
Yeah.
up. But yeah, y'all need to stop being hoes. Cause why? What the fuck?
Yeah, and it's like, and there's also a study that says, did you guys know that women cheat just as much, if not more, than men?
Yeah.
That's wild. I've actually never cheated ever in my life.
I believe that.
I'm glad you have to say that every episode.
Did I say that before?
Or you said it recently.
I think it's safe to say that we've never all cheated, okay?
She's like,
We're loyal.
I need every man out there to know.
I was just saying because of the topic.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I don't have it in me. I would snitch on myself.
Girl. I think that.
Yeah, I would snitch on myself because
You can't hold water, bitch.
no,
That's why.
not even that. I would think that he's doing something, so it would make me snitch on myself. Cause
Guilty conscience.
Yeah, I have a guilty conscience
Yeah.
for sure.
For sure.
If I wanted, I could do whatever I want. And I'd never get caught.
Okay.
And no one would ever care.
Enough.
Marvin doesn't check on
Enough.
me.
Oh my god.
Marvin doesn't check on me. Doesn't ask for my location.
Because he don't got to. That's what you call loyalty and trust.
Baby.
But
Just
sometimes
know
bitch,
I still got it out here. Just
you want to go date?
You want to go? You want to go?
Don't kill me. And Lana, stop
She
looking
wants
at
her.
me.
She wants to relive her whole phase.
Lana's looking at me crazy.
Yeah, if you cheat on my brother, bitch, I'll throw your little ass out the fucking window.
First of all, he'd throw me out the window.
He would kill you.
Yeah, and I would hand him the knife.
Marvin would fucking murder
Double
you.
homicide.
Double homicide.
But yeah, I guess we can wrap it up. Unless you guys had any more questions or
Actually,
points.
literally, wrap it up. Get off birth control and wrap it up. Literally, all of you.
I'm off birth control.
Yeah, Ashley.
I'm gonna
You know
go
that our
buy some
sound
condoms right now.
Our podcast sound is really good. You don't have to yell.
Oh, sorry. I'm just a yeller, guys. I don't do it on purpose.
Yeah, wrap it up, guys.
All right. Well, it's been great. Episode 5. Wrap up. Wrap up.
That's gonna
Wrap
be the title.
up.
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
Literally.
And for all the men watching, if you're still watching,
Don't be silly. Wrap your willy.
Oh my gosh, that is so funny.
Thank you for sticking with us through that real
TMI conversation.
graphic episode.
But they need to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it comes from y'all.
If they're
Yeah.
still, if you are a man and you watch to the end, comment below.
Right.
Tell us you watched to the
Comment
end.
below.
Right.
And go home, rub your woman's feet. Say sorry, baby. Get off that birth control.
All right, y'all. Bye.
Bye.